sharp, it's just glistening. The snow doesn't quite stay there. It's just glistening. And you see that, see all these monks. And it is such a powerful moment in your life. I think that is when I really started my journey into in the spiritual realm. Because I just felt like there was a connection I made in that instant. It happens for all of us, like you were mentioning last week. You made that connection when you met that enlightened soul. So we all have those moments when you realize there's something larger than yourself happening. And so for me, that was a moment. And I felt like, okay, if I died now, I would still be okay. That sense of control left me. If I'd still be okay. I'm very loved. I cannot explain it, but it just brings tears to my eyes. Yeah, and that was it. And after that, the grind back. So I thought of doing it again, but like I said, you have to be a little more fit. You have to train for 6-7 months, right? And you have to be ready for this arduous journey. But it is worth it.
What's the elevation of vegetation?
18,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1/8. Yeah, 18,000.
Yeah. So I think, David, are we online? I have to use this.
We're live, but I haven't actually
Can you turn on the mic? We should get started.
The mic is on.
Oh, can you turn it on? Yeah.
Give me just
I'm going to start.
What month did you go?
I think I went in September. When did you go?
January.
Oh, that's even colder.
It was freezing.
Which year did you go?
Yeah, okay. So, let me do the math here. 2000.
Oh, so you went even before me. Okay. All right, guys. I know it sounds strange with me on the mic, but we have folks online. So good morning, everybody. And good morning, everybody online as well. Today, we're a small, intimate group in the house, which is so perfect again, as always. And I'm thinking we're going to have a very powerful meditation session today. So for some folks who missed out last week's session, I just want to recap, and then I want to pick it up from there, right? We were discussing, if you recall, you were there, you all were there, we were discussing of a deeper intelligence that is running this whole operation. We talked about a deeper intelligence that is moving through the tree, that the tree knows instinctively to pick up water from deep underground and move it up against gravity and take it to its stems and branches and leaves and use the sunlight for food. The tree did not go to any tree school. You know, there's no instruction manual. The birds know exactly where to fly, where to migrate. There is a presence, a deeper intelligence that's moving through everything. And everything is working like clockwork with precision. The tides, the seasons, the galaxies, the solar systems. And the same divine intelligence is running through you as well, is moving through you as well. Because think about all the work that your body does. Right now, your heart is pumping 60 to 80 times a minute. Your 40 trillion cells are communicating very effectively. Your kidney is balancing your chemistry. Your liver is filtering your blood. And there's so much happening. And nothing is coming from your thinking brain. So there is a deeper intelligence that is moving this whole existence. The whole existence is actually appearing in this field, in this phenomenon. And this field is endless. It has no beginning, no end. It is infinite. It is vast. There's no comparison to make. It's not stored inside you and then it is stored inside her and in the plants. No, it is unfragmented. It is seamless presence. So this divine intelligence has been given so many names throughout the millennia. You know, people call it the spirit. God, mystics call it God. You can call it the Heavenly Father. You can call it Krishna, Bhagwan Ram. You can give it any name you want. The scientists call it the quantum field. There is a theory around it. To really understand what this field is, the Vedas call it the Atman, Brahman. This field is full of infinite possibilities as well. Every version of you has existed in this field. Every question you had the answer is in this field. Every answer you had came from this field. Every change that happened in this world came from this field. Every invention, every discovery. This field is all there is. You know? So that's where we left off today. And we touched it in our meditation last week. The source energy. So today I want you to think about the ocean. Think about the ocean. Think about the wave. Are they different? Yes and no. If you look closely, yes, the wave has a certain shape and a form, but if you look closely, it's the ocean rising to create a form. The ocean rising temporarily to give a form. The wave is made of the same substance as the ocean. In fact, the wave is never separate from the ocean. It is the ocean. It is made of the same substance. Please understand this analogy, like really carefully. And when you're introspecting, think about this analogy because it really works. And this field that I'm talking about is full of energy. It's full of information. It's vibration. It's actually pure energy. Okay? This field, like the ocean, pure energy. Now, scientifically, it's proven, and we know that, when this field, this pure energetic field, slows down, when it condenses, when it compresses, it becomes matter. It becomes physical matter. It becomes more solid. It takes form. It becomes the rock, the tree, the blade of grass. It becomes you. You are this field compressed into human form. Okay? You are source energy compressed into human form. You are not a human trying to connect to the source. You are actually source compressed into human form. Yes? Yes? Are you following my line here? So you are not the wave that is separate from the ocean. You are the ocean. You are the field. You're made from this field. In fact, 99.99999% of you is more wave than particle. You can look it up. I didn't make this up. You're more energy than mass, than matter. So the question that is on the table today, if I am the source, okay? If I am the source energy compressed into human form, if I am this divine intelligence, if I am something so profound, then why do I feel disconnected from the source? Something that I'm literally made of. If I'm the Atman, if I'm the Brahman, if I'm the spirit itself, why do I feel disconnected? That is the question, okay? Now, it's a complicated question, and there are various reasons for it. So many reasons. So I'm just going to talk about one reason. The one reason which is very practical, which is literally staring in our face reason, why we feel so disconnected. And the reason is we are very, very immersed in the human matrix. Okay, this being humanness. This human matrix has, really think this through, guys, has just one modality, which is let's achieve, let's accomplish, let's accumulate. Your worthiness depends or is measured by your external success. That is the story you were fed along with the applesauce. Okay? That is the story that your parents bought into, your grandparents bought into, and you were fed when you were young. Get on that hamster wheel. You need to exert, you need to strive, you need to push. And so as you grew up, you bought into the story completely. You got immersed in it. You started to depend on your thinking brain. You felt you had to hustle and grind because otherwise you would be left behind. You started to depend on this limited thinking capacity so much you overexerted, you overperformed, you overanalyzed, you overthought. You were completely consumed by this whole idea. You drank that Kool-Aid so completely that you forgot that part of you, that deeper part of you, that energetic layer of you, which is what you were made of, which you are made of. This noise, this external outward-facing noise drowned out that signal that is actually driving you. So you had this illusion of control that if I did not move this bus is not going to move. So I have to push through it. I have to push harder. And so that is why the waves started to feel separate from the ocean. So what these practices like meditation and breath work and staying in knowledge and meeting like-minded people, what it does is it brings us back to rediscover that connection. That is why we do this. Otherwise, we don't have to. I mean, why do you want to do this, right? And there's a deeper reason here that we're trying to rediscover that connection that we lost. It got drowned out. It was always there. You can't miss it. You're made of it. Even if you wanted, you couldn't separate yourself from it. You're immersed in it. You're soaking in it. And yet, you don't even feel you're wet. And so, that is why today the meditation that we are going to do is a very ancient yogic meditation. And the question that we are going to ask ourselves through this meditation is, who am I? Who am I? Not what I have, what I've lost, not what is my title, but what is that awareness that is underneath all of this? So right now, think of a thought, just a thought. You will observe that there is somebody noticing that you had that thought. Yes? Something in you observed you having that thought. Okay, try again. Have an emotion, some emotion. Notice somebody is observing you having that emotion. That means you're not your thoughts. There is the object-subject relationship. You are the watcher. Okay? You're the watcher. You're the observer. You're the witness of your thought, your emotion. Bring your awareness to your body. Feel its aliveness. there is somebody who is aware of the body, of the mind, of your thoughts, which means you're not your body, your mind, or your thoughts. You have them. Just like you have your hands and feet, you have all of this. But there is an awareness. There is this unshakable presence. There is this deeper intelligence. There is this source energy, that profound layer of yours that is doing all this witnessing. Okay? So in this meditation, we are going to focus on this question: who am I? The beauty of this practice is, as you keep doing this, and do this as often as you can, when you keep doing this practice, asking this deeper question, who am I? You will notice at some point in your practice, maybe after a week, you will notice there is a deeper presence of yours that will start to come forward. It'll start to reveal itself. That stillness. And then the stillness will start to show up in your life, in your decisions, in your actions, that deeper presence. You will notice that you still achieve, you do what you need to do, but you're in a bit of a flow state. You're still very contented. You're content. And you achieve more with less. There's less efforting. There's less exertion. There's less striving. Because this deeper part of you has decided to come out, to reveal itself to you. Because this deeper stillness is more subtle, is very nuanced. It was waiting for you to stop the noise and to come inside. And to come inside, hi there, come have a seat. Have a seat. So as your awareness deepens within yourself, when you keep asking this question, who am I? Your connection with that source energy deepens. You rediscover that connection. And you ripple that source energy out in everything you do. And then you notice you start to rebuild the circuitry in your brain. You rewire your brain to understand that you are not the one who has to be in control always. There is a deeper intelligence that runs this show, that's running you, that's moving through you. And so you let things go. You surrender to that deeper part of you. And that is how we evolve. That is how we awaken. That is how you experience the magnificent being that you are. Because if you are in your limited thinking brain constantly, if you refuse to expand your consciousness to deepen your understanding by connecting, by plugging back to the source, you will miss a bigger, deeper, better part of you. You will miss out of it completely. But you don't want to. You want to utilize this part of you. You want to nurture it and utilize it in your life as well. Not just the limited thinking brain, but that deeper wisdom in you that resides in you. That is what you're made of. So you nurture it through this practice, and then you utilize it in your life. Does that make sense? That is why meditation is so powerful, because it allows you to go inward and touch that source. Keep touching it. Keep working on this. The more you work, the more it rises in you. And the more you drown it out, the more it goes back. It's subtle. Energy is always subtle. We all know that. What we can see is the dense form of the energy. That is obvious. But if you have to peel the layers, then you have to go inward. You have to you have to nurture your stillness. And that is what meditation is. So when you come here and you practice meditation, you are constantly creating a consistent discipline in your life. You see, it's not just a gathering. This is a discipline like you want to create in your life by being consistent with it. I'm carrying off. Okay. Does this all make sense? It does, right? We understand the wave and the ocean analogy. We understand that we are source energy compressed into human form. Yes? So if you were to decompress yourself, you would arrive back to source. You have a direct connection line to source, your source. So today the question that we are going to ask in our meditation is, who am I? I really want to know myself. Okay? Yes? Anybody wants to say anything?
Rush has the microphone.
What's that?
I said Rush has the microphone. Anybody wants
He does.
Yeah, anybody want to say anything?
to- Yeah, I'll go ahead and start.
Yeah, we go.
So I'm actually really excited to do the meditation with that in mind, because I don't think I've ever approached that question with, like, from the perspective of thinking about my connection with
Source.
with the source, with eternity. So anyway, I'm kind of excited for that.
Very good. Why do we talk a little bit before meditation? We can dive straight into meditation, right? The reason that you create a meditation model for yourself. First, you intellectually understand the concept. Okay? It's very important to understand what you're doing and why. And then you practice it by going inward through your breath. Because now that concept that you understood it intellectually, you want to make it yours. You want it to embed it at a cellular level. That's what meditation will do for you. Knowledge is great, but it's talking, which is important. You need the knowledge. But then you want to make it yours at a cellular level, as a deep knowing. Like I could tell you right now, a deep knowing within me that I don't know Chinese. I can't speak Chinese. I'm just giving an example. There is a deep knowing about certain things, and certain things are at a conceptual level. So to move something from the conceptual level to a deep knowing, meditation is the ground. That's where the deep understanding actually takes place. It's amazing how meditation works. So that is your meditation model. Understand it through your head, then practice it through your breath, and then hold it in your hand because you see it in your life. So think it in your head, practice it through your breath, and hold it in your hand. From a philosopher to an initiate to a master. And also understanding the concept is important because then you can enhance the experience of your meditation. You can recreate the experience in your meditation if you're clear about the concept, right? That is why following a meditation model is very important. Don't just jump into a meditation. Okay, I'm meditating on my breath. Why do we meditate on the breath? What is the reason? Oh, I remember this talk. It regulates my nervous system. It calms my physiology. I exit the survival mode. That is why I observe my breath. Why am I questioning who am I? Well, I'm actually source. What better way to connect to the source where I came from by going inward and asking that question? So every meditation has a purpose behind it. So keep that purpose in line. Okay? All right, good. good? Because I use eye masks. Do you need an eye mask? Good. Any you need? No? No? Good. Good. Hi, Simi.
Hi, thank you.
I'm so glad you could make it. Very good. You came a little late and you missed out, but you're here for the meditation.
Yeah.
Good. Anything else?
I mean, no, I'm ready when you are. Does anybody need a break before we start?
Yes. Does anybody need a break? A bathroom break? Anything? Because then you're locked in for 45 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I did wake up with a bad backache, low back pain.
Oh, I'm
Last
sorry.
3 mornings, this is the third morning. Goes away slowly and gradually, it's almost gone. But just functioning in the morning makes it, I almost did not make it because
I know.
but I'm glad.
Well, I'm glad you came.
I'm glad.
So the meditation will always be the same. You will begin by observing your breath because first you calm your physiology down, you calm your body, you relax your senses, you open yourself to receive. And then we're going to do a little bit of a body scan. I'll guide you. And then we will connect to the source. And then we'll drop the deeper question, who am I? And see the answers that come up with. You will notice eventually the mind has no answer. And that stillness is who you are. And you claim that. You claim that. That's who you are. Beyond the identifications, the labels, the roles, the this, that, there is a deeper version of you, a deeper presence. And the mind has no answer to that. It doesn't know what to say. And that is you. That is you. And then you claim it. You claim it every time. Every time you meditate, claim that stillness because that's who you are. That's in reality who you are. Yes, you are those layers as well of roles and labels, but that deeper layer is actually you.
It's hard for people online to hear that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Ready? Okay.
Let's turn off the chandelier. Let's turn off everything. Okay, hold on. I'm going to ask Echo. Turn off fountain. Not listening. Never listen to me. Echo. Turn off fountain. Are you guys cold? Should I close this? No? Let me close it. Why ask, huh? I'm going to sit here and I'll come back to here. Okay. Yes. Let's begin. Center yourself. Take a slow breath in and let go. Again, all the way in. Let go. Just relax into your seat. Letting go. Accepting this moment just as it is. No control. Surrender. Centered. Still. Awake. Alert. And your breath. Nowhere to be, nothing to fix. Your breath. And with every breath, you choose to become more still. Breathe in and receive. Breathe out and release. A deeper intelligence inside you is breathing you. warmness of the air as you breathe in, the warmth as you breathe out. Staying alert. You go still. Releasing control. Allowing the moment to be. Letting yourself know, I am loved, I am safe, and I am protected. Now go deeper, much deeper. Let go of your thoughts. Sinking. Dissolving. Into the stillness. beyond this body. Beyond your thoughts. The boundary between your body and the space around you becomes less fixed. You're not as solid as you think. You are vibration. You are the field wearing a body. Go deeper now. Dissolving. Sinking further. Dropping a question. Who am I? Don't be in a hurry to answer it. Going deeper, past the body, past the breath, past all form. Stay here. Staying connected. Who am I? Past the body, past the form. There is an intelligence moving through you, running your heartbeat, running you. You are made of this. Going deeper. Dissolving. Past your thoughts, past your body. Who are you? Feel it all around you, inside you, as you. Source energy. Source. Feel it. Stay connected to it. Source. energy. You are the field. You are not separate. Who am I? Staying centered, deeper, dissolving, breathing, still. And now letting these words arise within you. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am pure consciousness. I am Source itself. I am. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am Source itself. I am. Going deeper, staying centered, alert, awake. Source energy. Dropping the question again. Who am I? thought may arise. Watch it from a distance. You are not the thought. You are not the emotion. You are the presence behind it, the intelligence moving it. Go deeper. Past every thought. Deeper into the stillness of your being. Deeper still. Stay here. Going deeper into your stillness, past your story, past your name, your thoughts, your body. There is a silent witness, an unshakable presence. Dropping the question again. Who am I? the form, the field, source. Not the seeker, the source. Who am I? Rest here now as the awareness, the witness, as the field, source, recognizing itself. Stay here. Stay connected. Not the body, not the mind. I am Source itself. Stay here. Deeper. Dissolving. gently coming back to your breath. And feeling grateful for this moment. Relaxing, allowing, receiving, and inviting this deeper part of you in your life today. And when you're ready, you may begin to open your eyes to love, light, and letting go. Namaste. Okay, I hope it was a good meditation. Was it deep enough? As you keep practicing, it's going to get deeper for you. So it's just, meditation is just like a skill, like how you would learn how to play piano day 1, day 2, day 30, it's like a skill. But you don't give up on this practice. Keep working on it. That's my advice. Okay, enough said. Now it's your turn. Anybody? Oh, you have it.
That was one of the deepest ones I've experienced. That was very profound. As I started to go through the questioning, the first answer that came back to me is the one I kept going back to is I am nothing and I am everything, which is, it was just a weird, but then I was like, oh, is that just my mind saying that? But then as I got deeper and deeper, that's just the answer that kept coming up. And as I got to near the later stages, there was just this just nothing. It was just but it was a peaceful nothing.
Yes.
It was.
And you claimed it, right? Did you claim it? That's me.
I don't know. I just
That's okay.
experienced it. I just felt it.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is. And the whole time I was going through, the energy just, it was just very powerful how the energy was just kind of flowing through. So that was one of the deepest ones. Thank you. That was
Good.
really, really good.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
I'm glad to hear that.
I always have trouble with the who am I. I even wonder what does it mean to be deeper? How does that manifest as deeper? Is it quieter? Is it just some peace? So I get the different feelings, and I don't even really know what deeper means. And then some of the thoughts of what you were talking about before start going through my head.
That's good. That's important.
But then I think, okay, now it's just racing. Should it be calming down? Because some of the things you were talking about was, I think it's like a lot of its ego kind of gets in the way, and all those kind of things. The concept you were talking about, consciousness, right? Who am I in consciousness? And I always like the waves. And I always picture if you back up, like the ocean seems very rough, but if you just back, like from a plane, the ocean's nothing. And so a giant wave would seem like the tiniest little ripple. So you could just see the ocean is just one big thing. We're just tiny, tiny little particles of this giant ocean. But I don't know. My mind was thinking a lot, and you said get deeper, deeper. I'm like, am I getting deeper? I don't know. So it just conjured up more questions. But it was calmer, but still a lot of questions were flowing through my head. And I don't know if that was good or bad. But.
No, that's all good. Part of guiding a meditation is you are able to induce some kind of subliminal messaging. And that's when I say deeper, at a subconscious level, you are working your way into deeper. So it's just part of the guidance. It's part of self-hypnosis, if you will. And when you go deeper, eventually you probably are, but your mind is saying, okay, what does deeper mean? But actually you're going deeper. So the whole practice is about allowing. It's really allowing and receiving, because the mind has got this as a blocker, and we're trying to go past the mind through the mind. So it's a very contradictory way. You're working with the mind, but you're asking the mind, okay, now enough of you. Let's go beyond it. And so the mind is standing there like a sentry. It doesn't allow you to go deeper. So that's when the guidance comes into play, and you say, and I put the subliminal messaging, which is dissolving deeper. I don't say a full sentence because it's not needed. And that's what I was doing.
Well, definitely, it's helpful, obviously.
Yes.
I haven't been able to do this very rarely on my own.
Yeah.
So when you guide, it
Right.
helps deeply.
Right.
And then also the communal energy, that helps as
course.
well.
Yeah.
So coming to these is helpful. But
It's very helpful. Yeah.
certainly. Thank you.
Well, yes. So initially, first of all, the community energy, because we're all in this energy soup. So your meditation is going to be that much powerful. But also, when you come to these sessions, you're jogged into it. Like you're like, okay, let's go. But eventually, I want you all to take the training wheels off. You don't need a guide. Okay, that's where we all need to be. I mean, the guidance is good. Once a week is good. Twice a week is good. Even 4 times is good. But there has to be, in a week, 2 days or 3 days when there is no guidance. Because ultimately, you are your own guide. Nobody can beat you. Nobody. So anyway, good points. Thank you. Anybody else? You can just pass on the mic.
So, like mentioned, this was one of the very deep meditation, which was really nice. So what I really enjoyed the ocean and wave concept, because the wave are the thoughts, and those thoughts, however, you feel you coming from within me, but I am watching those thoughts. So I am the ocean. And so that's how I could separate that out. And And also, I needed to tell, like with mind, like, many thoughts come through our head. So I was telling the mind, keep calm, work with me. And so equally with the body, work with me. So don't want to move any body parts. So that way, I want that all to work with me, and that me is the source. So which I was kind of,
I love that.
so when you were saying that, I could, I could feel that I'm trying to, I don't want them to control me. I'm
I like that.
controlling.
See, that's a very good tip you gave everybody, Sejal. It's okay to instruct your mind. Hey, this is my time now. I want you to be still. Body, be still. I want to go inwards. It's wonderful the way it works. When we instruct ourselves, the mind does follow through, even if it's for 10 minutes, but it will. And then you remind it again. Great tip. Yeah, you just gave me goosebumps. That's powerful. Thank you. See, that is why I forced the mic, because see, what you said, you shared it.
I did feel the peace, the feeling of peacefulness. But I don't know why I was more distracted this time than ever before.
It's probably your first time in the group.
Yeah, I've done some meditation in the past, not very disciplined, but on and off. Also, the sound for me was louder than your voice, so I could not.
Oh, is that right? Was the music louder than my voice? That could happen. Was it?
I,
It was fine.
yeah, I couldn't understand. I missed
Okay.
quite a bit, but I did the best I could, trying to come back to the
Yes.
mind and all. Yeah.
Very good.
Thanks.
Very good. You're welcome.
It was a powerful meditation, and I could get the message like you were talking about the ocean and the mountain. And I had this, we had this vacation this past few days, and we're like this ocean and the mountain. I could imagine, and I feel that energy is with me. I mean, I'm controlling that energy deep inside me, and to be stronger. And how, I was coming back, my thought was coming back and forward, how to support my family, to be strong. I have this energy, and how I could reflect to my family, if there's a crisis or something, I be the one to support them. And, I think it's so important that how could you do that in your practice? Thank you.
Thank you.
So when I went back to like spirit form, the answer I got was that like who am I? I'm a piece of universal love. And then when I got that message, I instantly realized that in spirit form, there is no me, myself, and I. I only know that I'm we, like a collective we of universal love. And then I kind of was in that realm, kind of basking in it and having fun. And then I started thinking about all of our sacred contracts that we've created for ourselves. And now we come down to earth, and we are in a more dense environment, and we're physical, like our bodies are physical, and then we have egos, and it's, so we each have our human trials and tribulations and lessons to learn, and all I could do is just sit there and just have compassion for every single human with no judgment too. Because when you are in this human egotistical mind, it's so easy to judge. But I was just sitting here acknowledging, like, as a human, I have compassion for everybody here.
Thank you, Cindy. That's beautiful. I think one of the things when you start connecting to this deeper presence within you, you'll also realize that exactly what Cindy was saying, that we all have our human struggles, our human contracts, our challenges. So maybe we can give more space to each other. We can give more grace to everybody. But also we need to start shedding that idea of me versus you, that competition, that separation. Because really, it is a very selfish thing that I'm saying. It's going to help you. If you dissolve the separation, then you will connect with that source energy even more. And that's going to run your life instead of you trying to run it with what is between the ears, which is not always enough. So this dissolving of the separation happens when you stop this competition, when you give people grace without judgment. That's when you connect to the source. It's not some holier than thou attitude I need to take because I'm this great person. No, it's none of that. That's ego talking. It's really for your benefit so you can live a life in a way that is more fulfilling. I think that's the point for all of this. We want to live a life which is more peaceful, which is more happier, more simpler, and we're going to try what works. And this meditation, for thousands of years, it's been proven to work. It's done its job really well. So why are we questioning it? Just stop being a skeptic. You got to stop. You got to stop being on the fence. Either be here or be out there. But don't be on the fence because you're wasting your time, your precious life, right? So when you go into meditation, trust the process. See if it works. Give it a month. But that 1 month has to be consistent. See if it works. It does.
We have 15 people online. I wish we could pass the microphone around online, but...
Okay, so then we'll say bye to everybody. Bye, guys. Thank you. I don't know why I have to say bye to him there. But anyway.